All right, here's a question from Tom. How does your property management company handle contractors that want to be paid before they start the work? Seems like contractors are demanding money, and this has become a property owner nightmare. Well, yeah, shocker that they actually want to get paid. Yeah, I mean, they want to be paid, and they deserve to be paid, and they deserve to be protected. So, you know, I own a property management company, and we do high volume with contractors. And generally, very rarely do we ever have a contractor that needs to be paid up front. They just know that we're good for it. But if we didn't, it is to be expected that contractors will want some money up front. They certainly need money up front to buy the material, and it's not fair to expect that they're actually going to out of pocket and buy the material, especially now that we're actually going into a down market and facing inflation. The cost of material is actually going through the roof. I've been seeing the numbers coming in, and it's not their material. I mean, it's the material they're going to be using to repair your property. So what's fair is that you would pay the contractors some money down. When we actually do renovations, I actually prefer, not every contractor is going to do this, but so far every contractor has, I calculate how much to pay the contractor per week. So I want to make sure all his subs, all the guys working for him, that contractor can pay them. And I want to make sure that contractor is actually making a nice lump sum each week. So we'll pay the contractor often, like I'll give them $2,000 or $3,000 a week as I'm renovating a property that I own. That we're actually going to be turning into a rental property. And that way I feel that the contractor can play their subs and they're getting paid, and then I'm also protected as well. So it's a bad idea to give a contractor massive money up front. So a lot of contractors are going to want, some will want half up front and then of the job, and then the other half when they're finished. And that just doesn't make huge sense to me. It doesn't make sense to you because you're putting a massive amount of money up front, and hopefully they're just not going to take off. And they do sometimes. They often do. And I've had it happen to me. And then it's not fair to the contractor because you're holding the last half, of the money to basically say, hey, make my property perfect, which is helpful for you. You'll have a punch list and say, here's the punch list. Here's the things I feel that you should have done. I'm not going to pay you the remaining money until you fix these items. But it's really not fair to the contractor. So I think what is more fair is a third, a third, a third. So the contractor gets a third up front. That way they can buy material. And then they get a third when 2/3 of the job is done. And they'll get the other third when everything's completed, or some variant on that, a quarter. And again, I just think whatever deal you do with a contractor should be extremely fair and extremely protective of the contractor, and extremely fair and extremely protective to you. And otherwise it's just not a good deal. So yes, contractors deserve to be paid. They do deserve to be paid up front, in my opinion. You definitely need to, both parties in this partnership need to be cognizant of the other and go out of their way to make sure the other is protected and that it's kind of an fair arrangement. But yes, shocker, contractors will expect to be paid. Good luck.